The Department of Computer Science and Engineering of JISCE College of Engineering started its journey from the inception of the institution year of 2000 and is one of the prestigious departments for its ability of research and development activities apart from the regular academic work. CSE approved intake of 180 students in each year in BTech course and intake of 18 students in each year in MTech course and lateral intake 10% of total intake. The Department of Computer Science and Engineering of JISCE College of Engineering is led by Professor Dharampal Singh. The department has traditional and smart classrooms to ensure that the students get complete and updated facilities. The faculty are dynamic and have a strong tradition of mentoring and guiding students towards achieving goals and fulfilling them, keeping the social responsibility as its central core. The department encourages students to explore new technologies by conducting workshops, national or international webinar, guest lecture, certified trainings, and other technological events like project, paper presentations, and also provides various opportunities to the students to engage in technical and non-technical activities beyond the classroom, like student clubs, sports activities, in-house coding competitions, cultural competitions, CSI activities, and more.
Hey everyone, my name is Shankhu Chatterjee. I was a student of JS College of Engineering. I graduated back in 2005 in Computer Science Department. I came back today to give a guest lecture on data analytics. Well, after coming to this college, I have seen a great change. It feels great to be back over here. The college that we saw when we were studying over here was totally different, and now the way it has evolved over years, right? It's been amazing. It feels great to be back and to give this lecture, to get that opportunity to give this lecture in front of the students. It's a great opportunity, and thanks a lot to everyone for giving me this opportunity.
Doctor, can you check the live once?
It's coming. Hold on.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the fourth day of Python programming workshop. So, in our previous workshop, the day first, So, in our previous workshop, we have covered the basic idea of Python programming. Next, Dr. Abid Mojumdar sir has covered the concept of list, and yesterday you have learned about the concept that is the NumPy array. So there are few topics before going to the main topic of today. That is today we will cover mainly the data visualization part in Python. And before entering the data visualization Python, I just want to give you the brief idea about the tuple and the dictionary. A very small brief program on tuple and the dictionary. And in case of list, we have seen in our previous program, that is, Sir told that you can create any list. Assume this is one list. So I will 10, 20, 30, 40. This is a list you are creating. So let me increase the size of my screen so that will be helpful to all of you. I think Pavitra, the size is okay in case of.
Yes, great.
So welcome all. I'm Devashri Mitra, Assistant Professor of Computer Science Engineering Department. You have attended the first day session regarding the introduction to Python and all this thing. So today we will mainly cover that is the PyPlot, that is the matplotlib in Python for data visualization. And before going to the topic, I just want to give you one brief idea. So this was the list we know. And if you want to print this list A, that will be this value. So this list value has been printed over here. And now, similarly, if we declare anything like this, so in this list, if we want to append something, in this list, we can easily add that is a dot append a new value 50 over here. And similarly, we can print. So sir already told you that it is you can insert anything on the list. So you can insert anything on the list. So 50 is inserted over here. That means whatever the data you have inserted, you can change the value in the list. Okay. Similarly, if you I want to change some value. Assume I want to change this value over here. 80. Okay. And after adding this value, I just want to print the value that is A. The complete list I just want to print. So in every case, you see over here, 80 is inserted over the new position, that is the 0, 1, 2 or second position. 0, 1, 2, that is the second position of the list. It is possible over here. Okay. Now, in Python, there is a concept that is called tuple. So tuple, I will declare it as within the first closing and open parenthesis, that is the first bracket, and I will similarly add 2, 20, 30, 40, and similarly I will print the value of a tuple. and B. And now I just want to print the value. So value of tuple is also printable over here. So in that case, it is looking quite similar, but they have some basic difference. So which kind of differences they have? Similarly, if I want to perform the append operation over here, b dot append a new value 50. Okay. So what will happen? And if I want to print the value of b, so what will happen? So it will show me an error. So it will show me an error. That means it is not possible to change the tuple. So that is why list is called mutable data type or data structure in Python, and tuple is called non-mutable or unmutable data structure in the list. That means you cannot change the value anywhere in the tuple. So in that case, you see over here, that is, if I want to change B2 over here with the value 60, it is this change or cannot be possible also. This is also not possible in that case also, okay? So this thing you have to remember. So tuple and list looks like quite similar, but they have some basic differences. And these differences you have to remember. So this problem can be overcome by another. This problem can be overcome, or you can say a solution can be provided. That means you can create another list C. List is always created with third bracket, and within this list you can insert a tuple. Okay. So by this manner, I will insert this value over here, and this is a very simple example. So to make you clear the concept of tuple and list, and print C. Okay. So by this technique, yes, the value is easily printed over here. Now I want to change I want to replace some value over here. So if I want to change C, the second one, instead of doing this, I want to insert another value, and I want to now print the value of C list. So this is called the tuple within list. So now this value, or this is that is why list is mutable. So tuple within a list can be can be replaced or can be changed. You can change the value over here. So this is one concept. So Pavitra, I am giving you the code over the chat box, and if possible, please.
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Paste over there. So today we will do very easy example. We will progress with very slow and steady manner. No issue, no hurry. You do practice at your end. Chat is active.
Yes, chat is active.
I have pasted in the chat. This is the example of so tuple is very, very important. So whenever you will do any project on machine learning, maybe concept of tuple and list and tuple, both are very, very important. Now next topic we will learn, that is the dictionary. Dictionary is also another important topic in Python. So we are trying to cover or touch the most of the important thing over here. So that will be very helpful to all of you. So maybe it is not possible to cover many things, but as much as possible, we will try. So this is the difference between tuple and the list. Next code is that is the dictionary. So how to create the dictionary? So I'm requesting all the audience or participants, those are in Zoom and also in YouTube Live. Let me know their code is running or not. Yes, in the Zoom studio, I am getting the reply. Yes, ma'am, running. Very good. Okay. Computer, my voice is clear in YouTube Live. Can you check?
Yes, ma'am. Clear. Was clear.
Okay. Any noise or background sound? Anything is there?
No.
So in that case, you see that is the dictionary. So assume I want to create one dictionary, and I will give this name as my dictionary. And my dictionary will be created with a equal to sign with a opening curly braces and the closing curly braces. So assume I will give over here a nickname. A nickname, assume my name is Devashri. And I will give a short name in my signature, or assume city. I will assume city, that is Pole. So Pole is the short form of Kolkata. Okay. Again, I have to provide here comma. Next one is again I will give Mumbai, that is Mum or Mum, only MM, and I will give over here, that is Mumbai. And similarly, I will give Delhi, and I will give DL. So it will be the short form of Delhi. So maybe sometimes in your project, there could be some terms or there could be some string are there. You have to remember everything, but it is not possible to remember all the thing at once. So try to give a nickname or try to give a small name over this all this thing, and then it will be very helpful to understand. So if I have already created my dictionary, and I want to print the dictionary, that is my dictionary. So how to create dictionary? You see this thing. So this is the technique for creating dictionary. You have to write down the variable name. You have to write down the variable name over here. Yes, the spelling are okay, no issue. Now I want to print the value of my dictionary. So this dictionary value is printed. Now instead of using the long term or the lengthy word, I just want to use the term, that is the maybe the whole only. Maybe I just want to call the value double quote, capital M, small m, and I just want to call the concept that is the capital DL, that is the Delhi, and I will execute everything. So here, I think I have to provide a single code over here. That is a third bracket. I have to provide this. So here I just want to provide the my dictionary within third bracket. My dictionary within third bracket. I have to provide that. Within the third bracket, I have to provide the small. So in every case, I have to write my dictionary, third bracket close, again, my dictionary, again, third bracket, and the third bracket. So by this technique, we will call the Kolkata, Mumbai, and the Delhi. Kolkata, Mumbai, and the Delhi. These are the city name, the complete name can be possible. So assume I just want to give some demonstration over here that like Kolkata is the capital of West Bengal. Okay. Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra. Next one, yes, Delhi is the capital of India. Delhi itself now is state. So Delhi, or you can say New Delhi. What? So okay. So if I run this code, so maybe the long character I don't need to remember every time. So maybe the simple, a small thing that is called MMDL. Whenever you are remembering all this thing, so every description will be printed. So whenever you will do any project on Python, that will be very helpful. If you want to remember something related to your project, you can save anything within a dictionary, and during the execution of a project or your project progress work, you can save many things in the dictionary, and one by one thing you can call and remember, yes, in this step we have done this thing. And in this step, this is the meaning. This is the meaning of this algorithm, or anything you can save over here. Okay? This is the example of a dictionary. So I just before I have, please share this on chat box.
Yes, ma'am.
So I hope you have already executed the previous code, and similarly, this is also very easy concept, that is the dictionary. Now I am starting the new topic, that is the matplotlib, that is the data visualization in Python. Okay. So data visualization in Python. So usually in Python, data visualization can be possible with many tools. available. So one tool is today we will learn, that is the matplotlib. Apart from that, Tableau, many other data, SNS, many other data visualization tools are here available. So mainly the data visualization is the presentation of data in a pictorial or graphical format. So the meaning of data visualization is, and that is, you have to present a data in a pictorial or graphical format, which will help you to analyze your project, which will help you to analyze the system, or maybe that on the data set you are working, you can analyze the some predefined or there are some information stored in the data set which is previously collected by some group of people or some resources. You can also analyze the data, and on the basis of your analysis, you can reach to a certain decision. So here is one question Polomi asked me: do we have to create dictionary for every project, or we can make a dictionary then use it in different days or projects? Yeah, in the beginning of your project, if you declare in dictionary, it will be a good practice. I should say. So maybe related in every page, you don't need to write anything, or every project, you don't need to write anything elaborately, but maybe there are some key term, key algorithm. Maybe you are working on machine learning. Many terms are new. Whenever you learn machine learning or deep learning, there will be many new terms are there. You can simply store the data or the long term in the dictionary. Maybe there are different performance criteria there. So whenever initially you will start your work, maybe it is not very much, it is very hard to every student to remember many things. So that kind of thing you can store on the dictionary. Okay, so it is not necessary, but it is a good practice, rather I would say. And if you go to there are many codes are available in GitHub. People are using dictionary. We really don't know why they are using the thing, but yes, the purpose is that they just make some tough thing in easier way. They are representing to you. Okay. So usually in Python, we have different type of visualization technique: bar graph, histogram, scatter, pie graph, area plot, many things are there, line graphs. Okay, so one by one we will learn today, and before doing that, we will just do a very simple and small example by which you will get the confidence that yes, you can also do this type of graph in your Python code. You can generate any graph to your Python code. Okay. So I think there is another question in the chat box. Okay, thank you. Oh, thank you, Polomi. Any other question if you have, you can ask me. So for any interview, or whenever you will go for any data science job or data scientist job, so tuple, list, dictionary, these are very important. Okay? So try to clear all this puzzle. So next one, we will study that is our next target today. That is the pie plot. So we have to, before starting do this thing, we have to import a package, that is matplotlib package. So under this matplotlib, there is a sub package pyplot. Okay, so we will import this thing to our project. So I will first import matplotlib dot pyplot, that pyplot as plt. So we will write plt as a variable over here, and which is mainly mentioning, or which is mainly referencing the matplotlib dot pyplot, this package or the path they are actually referring. So regarding this thing, we will first do our first graph. That is a simple graph we want to create in our first program. So in our year starter program, we have done num. In our year starter program, we have done num2. So I will import numpy equal import numpy as in. Okay. So after that, I will create one np dot array. Maybe it will start with 3, 8, 5. This type of numpy array we will create. We will create this type of numpy array. And after creating this numpy array, we will plot the line. We will plot the line. So how we will plot? So here, that is the technique. Okay, we will come. Tableau is also another tool for data visualization. Many features are also there. In case of industry, most of the industry people are using. Okay, so we will inform tomorrow. We will do on Panda. So then during that class, we will get the different tools what are available for data visualization. So we will explain all this thing. Okay. So here, this is the NP array. So maybe this is 3, 8, 5, and 10. These are my points. So I just want to plot or draw a graph. I just want to draw a graph regarding this point. So in that case, I will say over here plt dot plot a, and I will just write here plt dot show over here. So just I will write this thing. So in that case, they are showing some error over here. Okay, I have to provide a bracket that I forgot over here. Sorry. So you have to provide a bracket over here. So regarding this thing, you see, this is our first plotting regarding the pie plot. Okay. Just you see this. This is our first plotting in case of pie plot. Okay. So in case of pie plot, you see over here, that is the first point in this array. That is the 3 over here. The second point is 8. This is the 8 over here. Next 5. It is the 5 over here. This is the 10. This is the 10 over here. Okay. So this technique is called line plotting, or only simple you can say it is a plotting. So regarding this thing, I just give this code to your end. Pavitra, please possible to give this code to the chat box for all the participants.
Yes, yes.
So this is your first plotting code. So very easy. Nothing is there. Only you are creating one numpy array. On the basis of this numpy array, you are just generating this array in this line. Sorry.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, there is a question. Ma'am, if I need same terms for different projects, can can I make only one dictionary of the terms and use it in different projects?
I think dictionary are quite different related to different projects. Okay. But you can also start this approach also, the single dictionary for all projects. that will be very difficult, I think. Whenever you will do many things, at the end of the day, your dictionary size will be increased.
Thank you.
So you see over here in the previous graph, this is the simple, nothing is mentioned over here. Now I just want to point all the point very, just making some marker. So that means marker equal to, you see over here, that is the marker. So marker over here, I just give within this double quote, I just want to give in single quote, I just have to give, that is O. O means whenever you will plot this graph, all the points are represented by this technique. By this technique. Okay. If I give this O, that means all the points are represented by circular manner. Okay. If you want to provide this asterisk, I just want to mention this as asterisk. So it is defined by asterisk. Okay. Similarly, you can change the color also. So O means O means small O. You are giving over here. That is the circular. Similarly, you can give the asterisk. You can change the color of the line. So change the color of the line by this technique, that is the O colon R. So R means initially it was blue, now it will become red. So my line will be changed. Problem. Yeah, whenever we will do, we don't need to provide this marker over here again and again. So only within single quote we will write this. So this is the technique. So similarly, that is O means you are giving the O means colon means you are giving, this is the dotted line. O means here, that is, it is all the pointer represented by circle. Colon means all the line will be pointed by dot, and R means all the thing will be pointed by red. Okay. Now this maybe I just want to change the dotted line. So I just want to give a dash. So this line will be now, instead of dot, it is dotted. So there are many options up there. You can also check. Yes, this is the dotted line. Okay. So you just try this code. I am giving over here with the colon. I'm giving over here with the value colon. And whenever you execute, instead of colon, you use simple single dash, then you use double dash. So that will be very helpful for your code. Okay. So I'm sharing this code on the chat box. Pavitra, if possible, please share this thing.
Yes, ma'am.
It is very simple code. They can do easily at their end also. So in the next line of code, we will learn another features. So you can change the color also. show you how to change the color. So here red is there. Yes, I told already. So you can change this color. Blue default is blue. You can change this color green also. G. Okay, green also you can change this color. Many permutation combination you can perform.
Hello, ma'am.
I will give you answer one by one. Now I can increase the size of this marker O to any value. How? I can increase the size of this marker O. There is another technique. Maybe this marker was O, and I just want to change the marker size, that is MS. Marker size, that is the MS, equal to 20. Just want to change the marker size equal to 20. Then what will happen? I have to provide over here a comma. So here you see that is the marker. By this technique, you can increase or decrease the size of the marker. That is the circular point, whatever you are using for your graph. Okay. So this is another technique. So there are many features are available for the plotting. So yes, we are plotting. This is there is a question in the chat box. We are everything plotting over regarding this case on the basis of x-axis. Now we will move for plotting both axes. So one by one we will go. Go ahead. Okay. So this is called the point plotting. So usually the first thing you have to learn the point plotting. Then you have to learn the line plotting. After line plotting, then different types of graphs are there. Many types of graphs we will know. Okay, so these are the many features are there that we are doing. So next we will go to another topic. By this technique, you can variate many things. That is color, dotted, size of the that is the points, many things you can do. You can also change the color of the marker also. You can change the color of the marker also. So in that code you see, yeah, the variable is MFC equal to within single quote R. So if you execute this code, the graph will be red. MFC, the graph will be red. Graph will be red. So can you repeat the process of colon? It's okay. Yes, I can repeat. Here you see, you can directly write down the marker. Whenever nothing is mentioned, that means it will show you the line. So whenever I have mentioned over here, that is the colon. That is the colon over here. Colon means it will give you the dot, 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 dot. Okay. Instead of colon, if you give single dash, it will print this line. Okay. If you give double line, then it will give you this output. Are you getting my point? So you can give colon, you can give single dash or single minus, and you can give double minus. Okay, regarding this graph. So initially, you can just practice for the practice purpose. You can give this dot, no issue. So either colon, either dash or double dash. Many other techniques are also there. You can also do. Okay. I usually prefer dotted or the dashed or the simple line. Okay. So many features are there. Okay. So many questions are coming. I think I'm expecting that all are enjoying. You can change the color of this thing. So your project will look like, your project analysis report will be very attractive whenever you can generate many types of graph. So many things are there. And now I'm moving to another topic in the graph also. So whenever you are using this type of thing, so assume, yes, we have done this thing, point graph. Now we can increase the decrease of the line. How? Wait. So in this example, I will again copy the line. In this example, I have just want to plot, and we are not mentioning anything. I just want to plot a simple line over here. Simple line over here. So now I just want to increase the length of the, so there is a variable line width, and I will increase the line width by the help of this 20. I will increase the line width. Increase the line width 20. So what will happen? So line width. So this line will now become much more wider as compared to the technique for line width. So if you are doing any progress report of your project or anything, you can increase or decrease the size of this line by the help of this line width. Okay. So these are the technique for line width technique. So you can increase or decrease the size. Next one, you can plot more than one line in a single graph. So I will again copy this line. Copy this line. Simply, I just plot the line. So this is a single line I have printed. Similarly, I will take another variable b equal to np dot array. Maybe I will increase the size, or just it was 3, I am taking 5. It is 8, I am taking 6. It is maybe 5, I am taking 7. I'm taking 10. So maybe there are 2 liners there, and I just want to plot both of them. Ut dot plot. So these are the 2 lines has been shown over here. These are the 2 lines. Similarly, I will now come to the next thing. Now I just I will take 2 points. A and B, I will write over here x1 and x2. I will take another point y1. Just y. So I will take 2 least over here instead of taking any numpy. So I will take the first thing, 0, 1, 2, 3. And I will take the another x point. I will take the another x point, 3, 8, 1, 0. 3, 8, 1, 0. These are the points. Again for y1 np dot array, I will take the value, assume 0, 1, 2, 3 similarly, and 6 to 7. Similarly 0, 1, 2, 3, and similarly np dot array, this one value is 6 to value is 6 to 7. 6 to 7. 6 to 7. Now I just want to plot x1, y1. I just want to plot x1, y1 and y1, x2, y2. So similarly, along with x-axis and along with y-axis, we are plotting something over here. Okay. So I will change the nomenclature. This is not x2. This is actually y1. And here, this is x1. A 2-point, that is, or if we consider 0, 3, 1, 8, 2, 1, 3, 0. These are the point for the x1 set, and these are the coordinate for 0, 6, 1, 2, 2, 7, 3, 1. So now I will just plot this. And this 2 line will be plotted. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. So in that case, the x-ordinate range is from 0 to 3. X-ordinate range is from 0 to 3, and y-ordinate maximum ordinate is 11. So that is why this is the y-ordinate 11 is there. Okay. So by this manner, you can plot using 2 ordinate x1 and x2 by the help of pie plot package. So Pavitra, I'm giving you the diagram, code.
Yes, ma'am.
Chat box.
Yes, yes.
We'll share. So this is the example of x1, x2, y1, y2. These are the 2 points, and how they are actually representing, these are there. So in the along to the x-axis, the first line was 3810, 3810. Along to the x-axis again, that is 6 to 7, 11. 6 to maybe 7 over here, 7, 11 over here, 7, 11. That will be plotted. So this is also the technique by which you can plot anything. It's very easy. Just you have to remember something before going to the details over here. Now again, I will go another topic. Now I will plot, that is the along to the x-axis and y-axis. I will plot a simple line, a simple straight line. Okay. So similarly, copy this line. So here, we will use along with the x-axis and y-axis. Assume x-axis is the age and y-axis is the diabetic level or sugar level. So diabetic level or sugar level. So along with the x-axis, maybe I am entering over here 40, 50, 60, 60, 65. Along with that y-axis, I am entering over here. That is the diabetic level. Maybe 40 is 120. Here maybe 152. Here sugar level is after 60, maybe 180. This is 290. So how you will plot this thing? So here age, comma, diabetic level. So if I plot this thing, so what will be happening? So you will get this graph. Now regarding this graph, you can add many things over here. You can add level. So how to add level? I will add PLT dot level, PLT dot X level. Yes. PLT dot X level. Within bracket, I have to write according to the x-axis, it was the age, and similarly PLT dot Y level, PLT dot Y level is the diabetic level. Or you can plot any other data also. As a annual, according to the annual year, maybe the share are increasing or the GDP are decreasing. This type of thing you can also plot. No issues. So X level and Y level is given. So you see over here, the graph has been now age and the diabetic level. And similarly, you can give the name of this graph. There is also another technique, that is X level, Y level, PLT dot title. So X level, Y level. Similarly, you can add over here PLT dot title, PLT dot title, and the title will be health record, health records. Okay. So if you execute this thing, so see over here, according to the x-axis, age is given. According to the y-axis, diabetic level is here, and the name of the total graph is, or the name of the total title of the graph is, that is the health records. So this is another technique. You can also generate the code. So it is very, very easy. You can easily arrange your project report or your result analysis by the help of this graph. Which I am giving you the code. So
Yes.
one by one. So I'm doing this thing in very slow manner. That means that by that everyone can understand and relate to the thing. Okay. Next one is next one. I will go to the scatter graph. Then I will do read. So in case of scatter graph, whatever the points you are dealing with, in case of scatter graph, I will use a simple list. Okay. in case of scatter graph, from the not only every time you required numpy array, but in case of simple list, if you use simple list, from that also you can generate any graph also. Okay. So assume this is my, I have imported matplotlib, and this is the year. So in the year of 2000, in the year of 2005, in the year of 2010, 2015, and 2020. Maybe any product, assume mobile phone, any company mobile phone having their cost or price. So initially they have 30,000, 2005, I think 10,000. Next, they have their mobile phone cost 15,000, or after that they have their cost 18,000. After that 22,000, and after that 20. Now their cost is 30,000. Okay, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so these are two lists, and I have to plot these two lists in the graph. So I will consider PLT. So initially, in the previous example, we have done PLT dot plot. Now we will use PLT dot scatter. The second one, PLT dot scatter, and here we will use, this is the year, and this is the mobile, and now I will show them. Now I will show them. PLT dot. So now I will check the output. You see, this is the plot. This is the plotting. Okay. So, and you can plot many things. So this data are here. So this type of graph are called scatter graph. You can change the color of the plotting by providing many parameters are there. Color equal to, if I give over here, if I give here color equal to, in single quote R. PLT dot scatter is here. Giving this code on chat. Example of scatter code. It's very simple example for the scatter code. And okay. Now we will do another graph. This is called the grid approach. This is the grid. Here, here you see there are two arrays x and y. Here assume according to the x-axis, these are the value, and these are the according to the y-axis, where these are the value. They have added title, they have added label, and they will plot, and then now this is PLT dot grid. here everything is same. Here is only plt.read. Similarly, title, everything. This is the grid. There are two numpy arrays there, and just the is this square boxes were written over here. These are the grid. Okay. So I'm giving this code over chat box. The grid. So another thing, in the grid you can add any legend also. It means assume I will give you two type of thing, and you have to you can above diagram I will add this is plt grid over there. Add over here two things. Legend. You see. In that case, at the corner there is something came, but in that case there is no such comparison up there. That is why they are not taking this value. Add any legend over there. So I will give you another example where you can insert any legend. Regarding this, I'm giving you two comparison of two products. So in that case, you see in this example, there is a price of apple and there is a price of mango. And there is two year one and year two. These are the two type of fruits and their price rate analysis. We are doing the price rate analysis. So now here, this is plt.legend, this is X level year, this is plt.price, Y level certain thing, and plt.grid, true color G. But how will be my? So here, plt.legend is for Apple and the Microsoft. So here, this is the so these are the two types of the corner in such corner legend. This is the comparison of two products. Maybe here use of this one. By this technique, you can plot. Another technique, you can insert level, you can insert bar. Simple, you are taking some list. I am taking over list over here. By the help of list, I am just entering some details of the bar. This kind of graph is called the bar graph. This kind of graph is called the bar graph. This is actually the vertical bar graph. There is another technique is horizontal bar graph also. So this is the technique of vertical bar graph. So there is another function that is the
Ma'am, some noise is coming from your end.
okay. Now it is okay.
Yeah, now it's okay.
So I'm giving the code in the chat section. We just provide them. So this is different technique are there. You can do this thing. Another approach is I told you that is the vertical bar. There is another function horizontal bar. So it is working or not, I will check. So there is the function bar h. Bar h. Okay, this one. Bar. And there is also bar h. Okay. It's a horizontal bar. Yes. Okay. I just plot simple way. Right. How to use all this thing? This is important. Scenario in case of horizontal part. Okay. RH. You can change the color, you can change the size. Many variation you can do. No issues are there. Ultra, I'm giving you the horizontal.
Yes, yes.
So in the next example, we will do another code, that is we are taking we are using the random variable. So by the help of numpy array, you can take any random number np.random, and the distribution is normal. I have given over some data over here, and I will plot the histogram. So plt.hist and the variable you have to provide here, and plt.show. So what will be the output? So you will get this kind of histogram output. Okay. If you want to check the value of x variable, you can print and check the value of x variable also. So on the basis of which normalization are going on, you can also check that. So this is the normalization. Okay. After the normalization, there are another approach. That is how to draw the pipe. So a simple example I will give you, by which you can first generate a simple pie graph. So we have generated line graph, plot graph, we have generated the bar graph, we have generated the histogram, now the pie. So how will be there? So just go to MS Office. Any graph is there in MS Excel. So this is also another approach. So here is the numpy array, and after generating any random numpy array you take, and you have to call plt.py method, and after that you have to show. So here you see in the Y, that is 35, 25, 25, 50. So the blue area is 35, then this area 25, 25, and the red one is the 15%. So according to the percentage, it will arrange this graph. So this is the technique for pie graph. So a very simple code. Now you can decorate this pie graph also. There is many approaches are there. So I will give you one approach. Pavitra, I have shared the pie code over there. Next, I will show you one example how pie graph can be possible, or you can just add some more details to the pie graph. Okay. This is very popular example. You will get on internet. So I have only imported pyplot.lip. There are slices. There is a list slices. There is a people. Those are doing some activity. And this is the color of the columns. What are the columns of each one? So there are 7 slices. I can say there are 7 people. Those are sleeping. There are 2 people. Those are eating. There are 2 people. Those are working. There are 13 people. Those are playing. And color of each people is CMRB. That is the from cyan, magenta, red, blue. These are the colors are there. And these colors are inserted over here. This is the slice. This is the levels. This is the colors. This is the start angle. This is the shadow. This is the explode. And this is the activity. This is the title of the pie chart. And by this manner, you can generate the thing. The description of people, those are giving. And this one slice has been just coming out from the circle. So it is mainly done by this line, the explode. If you use this explode 10%, that means 10% from that part will be outside from the circle, okay, the pie. So these are the pie chart. This is very popular example. You can check on any internet or website. You can get this example. No problem. So until you practice practice over the net or over the on any small project you will do, so that will be much more beneficial for you to remember everything. So every day we are doing some project, we are doing many things. Every day we learn, again we unlearn, again learn, again unlearn. Okay, so you have to manage by practicing. Okay, so try to remember the shortcut technique. That is this one. This is the simplest form of pie chart generation. If you really want to describe add description over here, then these are the line. You have to understand these are the line. What are the activities? What are the color? What are the angle, shadow? This property you have to add. Okay. So this is the pie chart. So Pavitra, did I give this code? Yes.
Yes.
Next one. Any question is there, Polome?
No, ma'am. No questions.
These are very easy. You can do at your end also.
হ্যালো ম্যাম।
Yes.
ম্যাম আমি এই পাইয়ের দুটো যে কোড দিলেন ওটা রান করলাম, আমাকে একটা লাইনে এরর দেখাচ্ছে।
আমি লাস্টে কমপ্লিট দ্য ব্র্যাকেট, ক্লোজ দ্য ব্র্যাকেট।
হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, ব্র্যাকেট ক্লোজ করেছি, মানে আপনি যে কোডটা কপি করে পেস্ট করলেন ওটাই করছি, তারপরেও এরর দেখাচ্ছে, আমি বুঝতে পারছি।
ঠিক, আমি পরে দেখছি।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে।
I will check later. So we have almost reached at the end of the session. Only one or two example. I just want to show you how they are actually working. Now the last one, that is called the subplot. So how to do this subplot? Wait. So subplotting mainly we are dividing our total screen either row wise or either column wise. Okay. So first thing, we will divide our screen or our window or the available space in row wise. So how to do that? So in that case, we will do division. So we will do our code. Yes, the session has been. I think we have to cover many things in a single day. That's why. Just problem. Next, we will cover, that is the subplotting. So first, we will do a very simple example of subplotting. Very simple. We will just insert two diagrams in a single frame, or within a single space, we will insert two things. These are the two things we will do. So here I will take this one, and I will give a title. Right, this is the cells, and I just want to plot or show this graph. So plt dot show, these are the two graphs. There are two numpy array x and y, and I just want to plot them. And here you see I have divided this area, that is for section 1. I have divided the row number 1. I have divided the thing into space, and in the first one I am inserting this graph. Okay. Now I will enter another graph. Maybe that is for one for sales, another for marketing. Maybe this is for another question, that is the subplotting 2. Okay, subplotting 2, I am inserting over here. This is x and y, and maybe here title was sales, here maybe it is marketing. Sales or production, anything. And we will plot them. So whenever you will get the output, you will get to know what is actually going on. Or just marketing, sales, and this is income. It's a two graph. So now I will execute this code, and after execution, we are getting these two type of graph. The first one is the sales, and the second one is the income. So in case of first graph, that is the we are actually in this case, in a single row, we are inserting two graph over here. The first graph was 1, 2, 1, and this is the 1, 2, 2. So the first one representing here, you see over here, in that case, the first one, that is the row number 1, we are dividing row number 1 into two pays. In the two pays, the first one is for this subplot. And this is the row 1. We are dividing the row 1 also in 2 portion. And the second portion will be dedicated for this plot or this section. So that is why this two graph has been generated. Similar way, you can insert, you can generate graph. This is the two graph in a single page. Similarly, you can insert 4 graph in a single page, 6 graph in a single page. As per the plotting you will do, that will be done. So, Pavitra, I have given the code in the chat section. I hope those are in
Yes.
YouTube live. They are following all this code. Next one, there will be another subplotting example we will do. A similar example. Maybe in the previous example, we divide everything row in a single row. There are there are 2 columns. But in the next example, we will insert 2 graph in a single column. But there will be single column, but there will be two row, the reverse. These are very simple example. You have to remember how to generate or plot. So in that case also, this is the plot 1 for the plot 1 and this is the for plot 2. So in case of plot 2, we are dividing the space into two column. In the two column here, that is the first portion. The first portion is dedicated for the first block. The second is at the second block. So these are the numbering. Similar graph will be plotted. Similar graph will be plotted in horizon. So this is the example of subplotting and plotting. So Pavitra, I have given this plotting and subplotting code.
Yes.
The next one, you can similarly you can insert 4 figure, 6 figure in a single box. Okay. So similarly, I'm giving you one example. So in that example, you see in this example, so you see over here, there are 4 graph has been plotted in a single space. Okay. Similarly, if you are interested to working with, assume in your exam or in your project, you can define any function. And on the basis of the function, what is the pattern of the function? You just want to check. So this is another example of graph you are getting from this pattern. So you just practice all this code at your end. So sine, cosine, logarithmic function, e to the power x, many things you can do by this code. Okay. So this is the another approach. Another is that this arrow you see overhead arrow. This arrow can be generated by this parameter, that is the arrow properties. Arrow properties, and it is black. So by this manner, you can generate any arrow in your graph. This is also another technique. Okay. Similarly, there is also, this is available over the internet. This type of graph you can also generate throughout your matplotlib function. Okay. So this is the example. So if you really want to execute all this thing, I can execute, no issues are there. So I'll just copy the thing. After execution of the graph, the first one is which kind of graph? The first one is exponential into, and the second one is the cosine graph. Okay? Next one is the another graph, that is exponential, if I go. That is the local arrow. Then what will happen? Any technique are there by which you can execute your code. Many practice required to achieve all the perfection related to matplotlib, and change the color of the arrow also. Our arrow color is black, you can do it red, blue. Similarly, the last one, this example is available over the internet. You can also check. I just collected for the today's session. This example, how it actually looks. Okay. So these are the techniques. So many resources are there. You can follow the W3 school. It is a good resources of Python learning, or maybe the matplotlib learning. So W3 school resources are good. You can follow. Many good code or approaches are there. Very easy approaches are there given. Many blogs are there. You can try to, if possible, try to follow. Many blogs are there, that is data Python through data science or machine learning through data science. These are the different blogs are available. Machine imaginary, many blogs are available. Many good approaches of coding are there. So many things you can also practice. So I will share all this today demo as a PDF format at the end of the session to the WhatsApp group. So by this manner, you can also subplot your graph. So I think whatever the graph I have shown over here, these are quite enough to understand, or it is quite enough to generate your project report or analyze your project related report. So many things are there. So I will post the PDF format of today's session in the PDF format in the WhatsApp group, and also who will send the feedback, who will fill up the feedback form. I will also share all the resources day by day in a drive. Okay? So all the code I have shared already. So last 2 or 3 code I have not shared because these are available over the internet. You can check. And yes, these are the technique you can follow. That's all for the day. Follow me. Any question are there?
Yes, yes, ma'am. There are 2 questions. How to plot graph when I have equations but not particular points?
When you have equation, then this is one approach. I have already shown you. These are the approach. If you have equation, you define your equation over in a function, and this function will be called through this plot. This technique. Whenever you have any equation, okay, just like you have done previously any numeric computation, you define the function. So whenever you have equation, you define the function over here. On the basis of the function, you just call the function value, whatever the value returned over here, you just call the function over here. By this technique, you can plot the point. You don't need to write so many things over here. Just plot the point. Okay. So I will also share this code in the chat box. Pavitra, if possible, share to the audience. And I will also share the PDF at the end of the session to the WhatsApp group, or those who will submit the feedback today, no issue. So they all will get the code over there. So by this technique, you have to remember all this thing. Okay. Another question, follow me.
Yes, ma'am. What is start angle in pie chart?
Pie chart, that means this code. Yes. So here you see start angle means that is the beginning of the axis. So how it will be started. Okay. That is the here start angle is 90. Next one.
No more questions, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you, audience. Tomorrow we will cover our next topic, that is the pandas, Python pandas. So I hope everybody will join. So Pavitra, please share the feedback link both in the YouTube link.
Miss Dem.
One more
And-
questions, ma'am.
Yes.
Can we plot bar charts if possible? How to do it?
We have already seen the bar chart. So I have seen two types of bar chart. You see this bar chart. I have explained bar chart over here. This is the vertical bar chart. And for the plotting bar chart, these are the code. This is plt.bar, and this is the horizontal bar chart. Okay. So if anyone required some easy coding, so I can give you one example. Maybe that will be you can understand in better way. So wait. So bar chart is very easy. Bar, or normal bar, that means vertical bar, and horizontal bar means bar edge. There are two codes, normal bar chart and the vertical bar chart. So wait, I'm showing you one example where, yes, very simple example that will be very helpful to understand. That will be very helpful for understanding. So my screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am. Visible.
Okay. So this is the one bar chart. There are two NumPy array. One is showing ABCD. There are that is plt.bar x comma y. Okay. So according to the x-axis, there is the value ABCD. According to the y-axis, there is the value 38110. These are the value, and I have to plot this thing. So this is the vertical bar chart. This is the vertical bar. Okay. Very easy. Nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. Yes, today you are learning many things at once. This is a problem, but we don't have any option. We have to cover many things within these 2 hours. I think all the YouTube live session are there. If later, if possible, you can come and check out what is going on. So similarly, the previous code, whatever the previous code is there, where we are using the only bar, plt.bar function, Here we will use only plt dot bar h. plt dot bar h. So now we will use plt dot bar h. Okay. So now you see. Initially, see that is we have used in previous program plt.bar for simple bar chart. Now we are using plt.bar h. So this is the difference, bar h, and these are the. Now this is the horizontal bar. Okay. So very simple example. Nothing is too much difficult. So many type of graph are possible. There are many tools are also available. SNS tool, many other approaches are also there. So pipe plot LIB is most easy. You try to gather all the easy code first. Then whenever the final time will come, you do many things. You can design, you can arrange, anything you can do. I hope I have cleared many things. So thank you, Mr. Shivani Jha. We are very happy to see your comment over the YouTube live. Thank you for your patience. I have seen many people are giving many good comment. Yes, I will send the code in WhatsApp group also. Yes, full list of code. I will share the PDF. No issue. Okay, that's all for the day. So any question from the Zoom studio? Okay. So that's all for the day. I hope today we have covered many things, and many single things has been covered within a very limited time. So I hope you will come in YouTube and check the code again if you have any problem. And if you have any problem, you just drop me an email. My name is Devashri Mitra. I'm the Assistant Professor of Science Department. I have already emailed you regularly. My email ID, mobile number, my WhatsApp number is also available to all of you. And in the description also in YouTube video, on the description video, I have my number. There are my number. You can call me or drop me a message if you have any problem regarding the code of Python. And tomorrow we will cover the Panda. So it is an assumption for us. If you have good concept of list, NumPy, Matplotlib, and Panda, that means you are quite capable to handle any Python project. So, or next you will go, or you can take your approach towards machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, soft computing, or any other domain. So no issues are there. So tomorrow at the 6 o'clock, 6 p.m., we will start our next session with Python Pandas. And tomorrow training instructor will be our another instructor, Mr. Apurva Pai. He is the Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Engineering Department of JISCE College of Engineering. And thank you for your patience, and Thank you for your motivation, and we are very happy to see you all every day. Every day we are getting your very positive feedback. Thank you. Thank you. So Pavitra, please stop the